We need to adopt that mindset, man. You call it narcissistic or whatever, but me being better isn't me standing in front of the mirror at the end of the day saying, oh, look how many trophies I have. Me being better allows me to sleep at peace at night because I've chosen to be a badass man that never lowers the bar but raises the standard because I have that competitive edge that says, gentlemen, what's going on? This is the Better Man channel where we reject weakness. We embrace strength. Let's become badass men that choose to be better, get better. We raise the standard. We never lower it just to fit our laziness.
Is it possible for fat people to be healthy?
Yes, 100%.
Dear men, stop working out. Physical fitness creates a cycle of toxic masculinity.
When I'm trying to get abs to impress some girl, it's like, get lost.
So it's okay to be weak.
So let's try to analyze that video, man. And the last dude, and I had to research if that was a dude or not due to the overweight, effeminate loss of identity, claiming it's okay to be weak. Look at the culture we live in. That's became our standard. That's the narrative that's being imposed upon this generation. It's okay to be weak. And then we wonder why women say, where have all the good men gone? We wonder why society is just lost in chaos. We wonder why we so readily accept this narrative to buy the shiny new objects, to chase that dopamine fix, to trust the ideologies of government. We live in a weakened state. We as men have literally lost our testosterone. They're at all-time low levels. We've been emasculated, marginalized, pushed to the boundaries. But we're still saying it's okay to be weak, yet the world is collapsing around us. You are a man created to be strong, created to be virile, created to be energetic, created to extend and explore. We're sold this idea that, oh, just fit in, be comfortable, you're born, you pay taxes, you die, and you're supposed to be okay with that. Hell no, that's not the nature of man. And I want to think just on the schoolyard, man, as boys growing up. What did we do? We were competitive. Who can run faster? Who's the strongest? Who's the biggest? Who can climb the highest up that tree? We dared each other to be more. We dared each other to explore more. And now in a society that says, oh, no, it's not fair because everybody can't climb the highest. Everybody can't run the fastest. Not everybody's the best looking. Not everybody's the smartest. We've lowered the level. We've stripped away competition. We see this. Everybody gets a trophy for showing up. No. That's not the nature of man. That's not the nature of boy on the schoolyard where we said, who can be the best? Who's the strongest? Who's the fastest? And we test those, man. We wrestled with each other. We sparred with each other. We challenged each other to become better. And now we live in a society that says, we don't want to see people be better because someone might get their feelings hurt because they're not as fast. We'll get faster. Quit eating Twinkies and 4 Big Mac McDonald's burgers every damn day. You want to be smarter? Get off social media and read a book. You want to be better? Do something that challenges you. We live in a world today where, I don't want to get uncomfortable. I don't want to face the discomfort or the pain that it takes to get better, right? You want a better body, you have to go to the gym. Right? And that happens in a metaphorical sense in anything in our lives. You want better, you have to challenge yourself. You have to work at it. We as men are called to be better. We live in a world today where we talk about utility, right? You have to have utility to have any value, to bring any value. Yet when it comes to men, we kind of negate the utility of men, and we hear that question, well, where have all the good men gone? Well, we've pushed their utility aside. Right? Upright and sustainable cultures do not exist without strong men. From antiquity, I want you to do any research. If anybody did any research, a culture without strong men just doesn't exist. We need strong, virile, energetic men that are ready to explore and challenge themselves. And in a state of where the role of man is depreciated and underappreciated, of course, we're going to see men resign themselves. How many of us have resigned ourselves in certain areas or facets of our life because we just don't see the purpose? What's the purpose of being strong and virile when that's just deemed toxic? What's the point of being a leader when they're just going to look at me as some misogynistic asshole? What's the point of stepping up into that rightful rightful position to be man when it's going to be frowned upon by society and I'm going to be canceled out. I think it's time for men to choose. No matter what, I'm going to be better, and you guys are going to depend upon that, because being better is a valuable resource. And without men choosing to be better, society is going to collapse. Think about that. We need strong men. We need men choosing to get better. Think about where innovation comes. Think about the inventions. Thinking about progression, true progression, not what the left call progress, where it's actually a deconstruction of any foundation that upholds anything sustainable, but actual progress. It's those that are courageous enough to challenge themselves, or challenge the narrative, or challenge the established idea, to push beyond. Right? How do we get to space? Well, we challenge the ideas and the limitations of gravity. How do we become better? We challenge the standard by saying, I'm going to raise the bar a little bit. I choose to be better. I'm not going to buy into your negativity. I'm not going to buy into the BS that you're selling me. I want to be better. That's the nature of man. Again, from our childhood, we challenged each other. We challenged each other to be better. I dare you to do that. I dare you to do this. And we're better men because of it. And for some reason, we've been conditioned not to keep that same mentality, like that's some childhood ignorance, like that's just being a boy mentality, and we need to lose that as we get older. No, we need to adopt that mindset and harness that power and cultivate that even more so. As you grow older as a man, you need to still have that competitive edge and not just settle. And that's where a lot of us find ourselves. We've settled. We've settled into the BS. We've settled into the narratives. We've settled into that docile little man that the government or society would have us be, so that we don't step out of line. But then everything around us is collapsing because we don't have those strong, virile men that say, yes, how can we compete? How can we challenge each other to become better? Right? We need to find those circle of friends that challenge us to be better. We don't need to watch that content that says all the world's going to hell. You just settle there and let it ride out, and maybe it'll work out for you, but probably won't. That's not a man. If you're digesting that kind of content, turn it off. That's not a man. He's selling you some bullshit, man. Probably trying to sell you a course about how to date women, yet he's giving up on women and saying they suck, but that's okay because you're a man and you're not in control of that, and it's all this effeminized, emasculated bullshit propaganda. Turn it off. We don't need that in our lives. You are a man. From the beginning of time, you were created to be better, to see how high you can climb, how fast you can run. And in that metaphorical sense, that carries over to your career, your business, family, whatever it may be, whatever responsibilities you have taken on, be the best at it. We don't ever surrender ourselves to some lowered standard. Right? The rest of the world wants to be lazy. They want to be average. They just want to fit in. You were a man created not to fit in, but to stand out. We need to adopt that mindset, man. You call it narcissistic or whatever, but me being better isn't me standing in front of the mirror at the end of the day saying, oh, look how many trophies I have. Me being better allows me to sleep at peace at night because I've chosen to be a badass man that never lowers the bar but raises the standard, because I have that competitive edge that says, be better, have more value, become more resourceful, take advantage of this life so that I actually live a meaningful existence. And when I die at the end of this, I have no regrets. I have no problem with going on into the beyond, because I'm not a less than person that bought into less than ideologies and bought into this less than bullshit that society's teaching us. It's okay to be weak. It's never okay to be weak. You are a man. The very characteristic of man that sets him apart from women is his physical strength. Be strong. Be strong physically. Be strong intellectually. Be strong in every area of your damn life. We reject weakness. We reject this weak narrative. We choose to be better because that makes life better. Being weak imposes this weak lifestyle that everybody's kind of accepting. Oh, life sucks and it's just how it is, and I'm probably oppressed and I'm probably a victim. Bullshit. I'm not a damn victim. Life happens, shit happens, but what can I do to become better? When shit starts flowing in my life, I have that competitive spirit to climb up higher on the tree and say, ha, look at all you average people down there accepting it as bullshit while I'm up here enjoying life. I love you guys. I respect you guys. Take advantage of what you have. Choose to be a better man. You'll hear from me next episode.